Hello! I'm not gonna answer you guys' questions. Jesse, I've ordered Lawrence of Arabia, and Neil, you forgot to say what film you wanted us to review. So, if you could clear that up, that'd be great. But I'm not gonna get much into those your guys' videos. I'll discuss it more in my next one, because I kind of want this to just be the review. Right! On we go. You probably think that this review is kind of done ironically, you know, that I'm saying that Mr Nanny is a great film, and he's like, oh, he's just kidding, he thinks it's, you know, so bad it's good and stuff, but I promise you, well, that usually would be the case. With this, I'm genuinely not bullshitting you. I think Mr Nanny is a fantastic film. For those of you who don't know, Mr Nanny is a children's comedy vehicle for Terry Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, if you don't know, is a professional wrestler, and not known for his acting skills. The plot of the movie, Hulk Hogan plays Sean Armstrong, who is a kind of down and out wrestler, living a kind of quiet life, fishing by the dock, and generally having an enjoyable time of things, until his friend Bert turns up and says that he has scored him a gig as a bodyguard. Hulk Hogan takes the job, only to find out that he is bodyguarding children, which he doesn't like, because he doesn't like children, you see, and he doesn't want to be a kind of Mr Nanny figure. But he takes the job anyway, because the children already have a nanny. He's just there to protect them. Who's he protecting them from, I hear you ask? He's protecting them from an evil, well, it's not really explained what he is. He might be a gangster, he might be a wrestler, he might be a wrestling manager, or he might just be a very insane gambler, called Thanatos, played by David Johansen, who you'll know as the cab driver come Ghost of Christmas Past from Scrooged. He is after a laser that's being developed by the children's father, and so wants to kidnap the children as collateral, and a kind of, yeah. The reason this movie is fantastic is that this movie could be just kind of silly little kids playing practical jokes on Hulk Hogan. And to an extent it is, you know, they've got the kind of tripwire down the stairs, flour all over his head, things like that they've got, which is very kind of stereotypical, kind of Home Alone-esque kind of stuff. The thing that's weird about this movie is that these children are genuinely out to kill Hulk Hogan. My DVD is Region 1, because there's a scene that's cut out of the Region 2 DVD, and I'll come back to that in a second. The first time you see the children is just after they have set their nanny's head on fire, sent her screaming, running from the house until she falls in the pool and extinguishes her head. That's the first prank they play. Then, as soon as Hulk Hogan goes to his room, he opens up his wardrobe and a bowling ball hits him in the head. It's amazing. Dropping weights on his neck. Programming his like exercise bike to the point where it can tear him to shreds. These children are just genuinely doing things that will kill this man. The Region 1 DVD has a scene, like I said, cut out of the Region 2 release, where Hulk Hogan is in the shower and the children electrocute him, and the reason that this was cut out was that the BBFC, the British Board of Film Certification, if you don't know, decided that that scene was too imitable. They genuinely thought that children, having seen that, would attempt it and kill people. It's obviously made knowing full well what it is. knowing full well that it's a bad concept for a movie, that the actors are bad, that the script's bad, that the direction is bad. They're aware of that. But they just want to make this movie. They're fully aware that they're doing it for nothing but the money. And there's something commendable about that, I feel. There are some nice, subtle little touches that you'll miss, but watching them back, you'll like notice it go by, and you'll be like, what the hell was that? The two instances that I can think of is in the opening sequence where Hulk Hogan's riding his motorcycle through town. In the background, someone is throwing a dog into a lake. They pick up their dog that they're walking and throw it into a lake. I don't know why, it just happens in the background. And there's like, in the classroom scene, I can't remember the exact like quote for this, but there's something written on the blackboard which says something like, R is for Robert, and then underneath it, a very naughty boy. It's just brilliant. When you notice that, me and my friends like spent so long just laughing at that little quote that was on the blackboard. A very naughty boy. Yeah. I was hoping to regale you with some funny facts about this movie, but IMDb has nothing. There is no trivia about this film whatsoever, apparently. There's nothing interesting to say. But this is a movie that just makes me feel good. It's not grating to me in a way that children's comedies usually are. Part of that might be that I like Hulk Hogan. I don't like wrestling, but I like Hulk Hogan. And I don't know why that is, but things with Hulk Hogan in it excite me because I like him. It may have something to do with the fact that he's in it, but I loved this film. I absolutely adored this film as a child. Again, because Hulk Hogan is in it, which is very strange, really, because we didn't get the WWF here when I was a kid. So I have no idea how I know, or how I knew who Hulk Hogan was, because I wouldn't know him as a wrestler, and I certainly wouldn't know him as an actor. We didn't get like toys or anything, so somehow Hulk Hogan just kind of seeps into my consciousness, which is really strange. But yeah, Mr Nanny I watched when I was a kid, then I like rediscovered it when I was maybe 10, and then it went away and I totally forgot about it until now, and I've like brought it back into my life, and I'm very glad that I have. If you just let it be what it is, just admit that it's bad, that it's not great, and just kind of accept it, you'll enjoy it. You will. Jesse, I know that you have quite contrasting views to mine, and I look forward to seeing them expressed in video format tomorrow. Do my eyes deceive me? No, I don't think they do. On my screen is Hulk Hogan in a tutu.